This episode of Coming Up with Joey Villagomez is brought to you by Mikey O Productions and Pass the Mild Sauce Chicago. Visit MikeyOComedy.com and PassTheMildSauce.com for more info.
Yo, yo, yo. Welcome to Coming Up with Joey Villagomez. Thank you for tuning in. If you haven't yet, subscribe, hit up Spotify, iTunes. Just hit me up. We're trying to get this shit rolling. But thank you so much. I'm gonna do. We got a cool episode, man. Today I haven't been in the studio in a minute, so I do want to check in on James. How you been, bro?
I've been good. You know, good? A couple coronavirus scares, but we're in the clear.
That's why I didn't come. I was like, motherfuckers got corona. We taking a week off, man.
A couple people we knew came in here, and afterwards they tested positive. But no one in here tested positive after that, so we're okay.
And we Lysol the shit out of all of this, man. So
yeah.
We good.
We should be sponsored by Lysol, for God's sake.
Like I said, too, man, we talked about this in previous episodes. If you are out there kicking it, don't put it on Instagram, motherfucker, because now we see you in your stories, right? 2, 3 hugging motherfuckers at a party. Spit COVID everywhere, man. Don't post it on your story. And if you do, go get tested, motherfuckers. Just
get tested.
Yeah, it's like, would you if you had herpes, you gonna run around with your dick hanging out, rubbing it on people? Like if you had like a breakout too, like if you had one of them fucking herpes breakouts, you gonna walk around with your dick just rubbing it on people? No. So fucking mask up, stay away from people, god damn it.
Straight up.
Anyway, we got a new sponsor, man. James, this is a dope sponsor.
Oh yeah?
Somebody like personally that I know, good friend. I used to work for the city of Chicago, and one of my coworkers, one of my best friends at work, Alan, his sister, who is an Army veteran. So shout out to Anna and Khalil Warner. Her husband is currently enlisted in the Army, so they're out there doing the thing for us. And fuck what Donald Trump said about you guys. It's not true. All right, you guys are heroes. Fuck that pussy. He's hiding in his bunker with chorro and mocos and shit. All right, wiping Giuliani's fucking head with baby wipes. So yeah, don't listen to that motherfucker, man. But anyway, Anna and Khalil have a new company, man. It's called Pass the Mild Sauce, man. Because you know in Chicago, we are known for having that fire-ass Harold's mild sauce. Are you a Harold's guy or a Remus?
Harold's. I'll say Harold's, bro.
Harold's?
Yeah, Harold's
right,
for sure.
Harold's always wins. You have to be a crack dealer from the West Side to like Uncle Remus, man. I've had it before. It's decent. But the motherfuckers that love it are all like, I slang right in front of Uncle Remus, and I eat that shit 24/7. So yeah, anyway, Pass the Mild Sauce is it's a clothing company, man. It's all Chicago based. So if you don't live in Chicago, hit them up, man. You know, give you a little flavor. And they just launched it, so they're gonna have new products coming out, new logos. I'm gonna read their little statement because it's the money's going to help people. All right, it's not just a clothing line for people to make profit. Pass the Mild Sauce is a collection that identifies everything unique and special about being a native Chicagoan. Doesn't matter what neighborhood you're from, you will find something that resonates with you in a beautiful city. Let's face it, there are certain things like the food. Nobody can fuck with Chicago food. I don't care what anybody says.
Hell yeah.
The culture, the phrases, goof ass, head ass, that's our shit. All right? All of that's our shit. All right? So here's the thing though, a portion of every sale is donated to organizations that help youth in Chicago, all right? And we all know Chicago got some bad fucking kids, man, all right? I personally know a few. I'm related to a few. I love them. My nephews and shit like that, but I'll bop them upside their fucking head because you could tell, man, I'm sorry. You see some of these little Chicago kids, they're 3 or 4, and you're already like, this motherfucker is going to be terrible if the parents don't do something now.
Yo, they give you that eye, too. They got that little eye.
Bad fucking eye, man. Like, he's only 4. That's where it starts, motherfucker. Straighten him out now. All right? Because once they get to Instagram and all that, it's over, man. So, yeah, a portion of every sale is going to go to help out Chicago youth. So, please, if you want to learn more, go to PassTheMildSauce.com. Purchase a sweater, T-shirt. I know there's Chicagoans all over the goddamn country. So, you know, hit them up. Support Chicago, the dopest city in the world, man. And with the crookedest politicians, and we're fucking proud of it, all right? We got 2 governors. How many governors we had go to prison, man? Illinois.
More than one.
I think it's more than 2.
Yeah, I think we have the most by state.
Bro, did you watch when they arrested Blagojevich?
Oh, it was great.
That was like fucking TV. No, bro, that was like, we woke up early. Turn it on. They about to go to his house and arrest him. Like, I woke the kids up. Wake up. They're about to lock this motherfucker up. Because, like, that's happened to me, all right? Having a criminal family member, I've had my fucking door banged down at 4 a.m, you know, and my brother dragged the fuck out of the house and shit like that. So it was cool to see, like, a governor that happened. Well, they didn't do it the same way. They didn't come banging, knocking the door down. But, yo, they had all the news networks were out there, bro. Every camera was out there watching that shit.
That was wild.
Even, like, like, Channel 25 was out there, yo. They were out there with the little shitty TV camera. Like, we got to get this. This is footage. Like, this is the most ratings Channel 25 is ever going to get. So we are going to fucking record Blagojevich get his ass arrested right now, yo. That shit was funny, man. And then, like, before that, it was George Ryan. We had a governor named George Ryan, right?
Yeah.
And, like, I don't know, like, have you ever heard of George Ryan, man? No, right? This piece of shit was selling driver's license for sale. Like, and then he's using Mexican motherfuckers to giving us a bad name. Like, there were like a lot of people got caught. They were selling CDLs. Like, you didn't even have to fucking have any kind of truck experience.
That's crazy.
You go into one of these facilities, you go to the right person, you pay a certain amount, and they give you your CDL, right? So then a few years later, a big piece of chunk of metal fell off a truck that was tied back to an Illinois truck, Mexican dude.
Burned it up for everybody.
Fucked everybody up. Well, this is the tragic part. All right, it's funny now, but a family was driving down that highway. Family of like a family of 6, I think, or 8. I think it was 6 kids, bro.
It was like a minivan.
Minivan full of kids, whole family. They hit that piece of metal, and the car exploded, and all the kids died, dude. The parents survived, and the kids died. And that's what launched the fucking investigation.
Yep.
So he's a fucking murderer, yo. Like, bastard. That was a crazy story, man, because they tied it into the trucker. They ended up finding the truck driver, a Mexican dude, and you know he spilled his guts, bro. I would have. Shit, I would have been like, I need a fucking job, man. Okay? They told me come in with fucking 100 pesos. They give me the fucking, I deliver the fucking whatever.
Yeah.
Probably like something fucked up too, like something simple. Like juice, like Tampico juice, right? I dried the fucking Tampico juice. I didn't know fucking white people were gonna die. So yeah, they still setting up Mexicans, man. But rest in peace to that family. That was fucked up. George Ryan, you're a piece of shit. Is he in prison? No, they let his ass out.
No, he got out. It says he only did 6.5 years.
Oh, and then they gave him 6.5 years for that shit. Come on,
he's
man.
on home confinement.
Well, I mean, he's like 105.
You know he was doing like some easy time to wherever he was.
Bro,
at.
come
he
on,
wasn't
man.
in like he didn't go to county and then to
probably
dog,
tennis
down
courts where
south.
he
You know,
was.
yeah,
he was
on
like
some
80 when they
chill
locked
shit.
him up, yo. He couldn't do. They were cleaning his diapers and everything for that
He was on some
motherfucker, yo.
chill shit, bro.
Yeah, they were giving him soft serve ice cream and shit. You know what I mean? Like, they were probably giving him real applesauce, not that bullshit they give you in fucking county and shit. You know what I mean? They were feeding them and shit. Yeah,
It was like some retirement shit that he was gonna head to anyway.
Club Fed. He was living in Club Fed. Yeah, so we have a lot of piece of shit. What you know? What's crazy? Blagojevich didn't really do nothing.
Yeah, you said
He just got caught on tape saying he was gonna do
Yeah.
something, but he never did it. He never took the money.
Yeah.
They set that dude up. They get that. Here's what's crazy. All right, this is what's the fucking crazy part. George Ryan got 6.5 years where a family died. Blagojevich got caught just talking about trying to sell Obama's Senate seat. They gave him 14 years for that shit.
Yeah, it's fucking wild.
Yeah, he took the hit for.
He took the
everybody.
fucking hit, yo. Because
He
you know,
took that shit.
they locked his ass in the room like, look, motherfucker. You ever watch that movie, Distinguished Gentleman, with Eddie Murphy?
No, I don't think. I've
Watch
seen
this
that.
classic movie. He scams his way into Congress. Because he's a con man. It's him and like 4 people. They're con artists.
Shit, sounds like a documentary. And shit.
So, it's a fucking funny movie, bro. So he sees a sign of a black dude who's running for Congress. I forgot what state it's in. And he likes the name. He's like, that name got a fucking ring to it. I'm going to run under that. There's no way he's going to win.
I never seen that.
They're
Bro.
like, there's no way he's going to win. So I'm going to run under that name. And he ends up fucking winning and getting into Congress.
When did this come out? Like 80s,
Like
90s?
fucking 90s, like
90s?
mid-90s.
Okay.
The Distinguished Gentleman. There it is.
Oh damn, bro! I never even seen that.
Oh, he ends up becoming friends with these Republican powerhouses, like the guy that runs Power Energy, the guy that runs Fuel and shit like that. And they're using him. He's the black vote. It's basically kind of how they're grooming the first black congressman into getting. Dude, it's a fucking great movie, bro. It's very slept on because it's kind of a shorter movie. And you know, when it come out '92, I mean, it was hard to
92,
follow
yeah.
up fucking Coming to
Beverly Hills
America and
Cop,
Beverly Hills Cop and all that. Yeah.
That's true.
So people were probably like,
He
distinguished
was making
gentleman.
like 10
whatever.
movies a year.
Yeah.
Like,
So
yeah.
you just skipped over this one. But yeah, they kind of show how the bastard has Republicans are, oh, we like you, buddy. We like you. Because they're trying to get the black votes and shit. But yeah, watch that, man. So that was, anyway, there's a lot of Blagojeviches and George Ryan in that fucking movie. All right, I'm going to bring up my guest, man, because we got a special guest in the house tonight, man. I ain't trying to waste your time, bro, because
No, not at all, man.
no, time is money, motherfucker. And I follow you, and you painting some money, motherfucker. All right. I mean, yeah, you're using black ink, but I see green, motherfucker. No, because to me, I've always been inspired by that. Like, how can artists flip their art into money? It's one of the hardest things ever, bro. Even as a comedian, it's one of the fucking hardest things to ever do. If you're an artist and you're just like, all right, I created this. How can I convince a motherfucker to pay me for this?
It's like literally taking nothing
To something, bro. And something from yourself. Like, it's personal shit, bro. You know what I
Same
mean?
thing with comedy, bro. It's like an idea.
Oh, yeah, like, if I do
flip and then
I do a joke about my dad fucking having a seizure. Like, nigga, that was personal, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, my dad had a seizure. It was traumatic, but I got a joke about this shit, you know, because he survived and we're all good. But anyway, I got my homie Tubbs in the house. What's up, Tubbs? How you doing,
man?
bro?
Thank you for having me. I appreciate it, bro.
No, I appreciate it, man. And he brought palomas, man.
Yes.
It's not lean, motherfuckers. We don't do that lean shit in here.
Explain it to the
'cause
white
you know-
homies.
Yeah, we gotta explain that shit, because even my black friends are gonna be watching this shit like, damn, they getting leaned up on. I want to be a guest on your podcast.
So basically, it's just what? Tequila,
Tequila,
squirt,
squirt.
some limon, tajin. People go above and beyond with they bust out the
The
chamoy.
chamoy and all that. I don't like
know, people-
micheladas, man.
I mean, I like them. I don't really drink beer too much, but
See, I'm a beer drinker.
See,
I like. That's why I like the beer. I don't want my shit to taste like a goddamn.
I like it. Every once in a while, you got some mariscos, you know, you getting down.
I was just
there,
about to say that. I didn't want my beer to taste like fucking like ceviche, man.
I got you, man.
Yeah,
nah,
but anyway, Tubbs, man, you're one of the biggest artists in Chicago right now, doing your thing. And we just want to kind of. My podcast is basically to get people to know dope motherfuckers from Chicago. People that are doing real shit, especially this year with the pandemic, with the wild ass president. We had the riots, George Floyd, and I mean, you were doing a lot during this era. And I noticed you came from the south side of Chicago, born and raised. Kind of same area I'm from. I'm from Barracuda the Yards. I've always lived in Bryant Park, McKinley Park area. So you being from that area, what made you get into art? Because there was so much other shit to get into. We could have been drug dealers, fucking gangbangers,
Yep.
you know, or open a little tiendita. Most of our families own little shops
Little
and stores and
businesses,
shit.
yeah.
So what made you like, fuck that, I want to paint and do this?
So for me, I feel like it's already in my blood, bro. Like my father's an artist. He's more traditional. My dad, he's like an OG when it comes to painting. Like that man can do some amazing portraits. He can look at something once and then he turns around and bam, 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 with like one piece of charcoal.
Oh,
Does
damn.
this huge, like, yeah. So
Oh, he does charcoal?
He does everything, bro. Everything.
Yeah, my daughter does the charcoal. And that's her
Yeah.
shit, the black and white charcoal
It's
shit. She
dope.
loves it.
So yeah, I grew up watching my dad paint, and then my mom's another creative. She was more into. She could paint. She could throw down too, but her thing was more of like the calligraphy, the script, like crafts, creating dope little things for the crib, for the family, things like that. So when I was a shorty, I would have to sit down at the table and practice writing calligraphy script
To
before
help her out?
to help her out. But mainly it was like it's kind of those things when you have kids like, oh yeah, ayúdame mijo, like help me out a little bit here, but they're not really helping, but they just
Yeah,
sit
I know
next
what
to
you
you.
mean.
So me, I'm over here like
Just fucking like peeling the fucking labels and shit.
So I'm over here like practicing, like writing in the sheet, and she's like, all right, you got to finish this before you can go out and play with the homies. So all my friends are outside. I
That's
can
crazy.
hear them. You know what I mean? I'm like, man. So I'm over here like just like pissed trying to do it. Her
Not even realizing that it's coming out pretty dope, right?
Yeah, so she planted that seed in me. And then, when you step out into the streets, I started noticing graffiti. Like, I started noticing gang graffiti. You see the gang culture. You see the dudes tagging up, like, big B's and R's.
And I will say this about gang culture, bro, because calligraphy is huge in the gang culture. I mean, growing up with gangbangers, if you knew that one dude that could do... Oh, you see that SD he threw up, and it's like a sick fucking calligraphy. They're not the smartest motherfuckers,
But they got talent.
but they got talent. They're just using it in the wrong
They got
fucking way,
talent,
man.
bro. And they're hustlers, too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
There's-
They know how to make money. They know how to flip shit. Just bad decision making.
Exactly.
Man, you know?
So I got a story about that, too, bro. Like, growing up, around gangbangers and family members of gangbangers. And that was never my thing, bro. So I would see it. I was influenced by it, the culture. There's like a brotherhood in it.
and then you got to know it. Like, to be street smart, you got to know the shit.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
where
not
we
gonna
grew
lie,
up.
I'm taking some licks, bro.
Oh, I know.
Like, they check you and I ain't nothing. Boom, boom.
They don't
and
believe
then-
you drop that shit.
and
Like,
then
I
you-
can't.
yeah,
My
you
my
can't.
cousins went, fuck.
So then what? You take a couple licks and then whatever, just keep moving. So, we all got our stories like that growing up in the hood. But so I was always that dude that could write letters and the girls all do my name in school,
right.
do my name. So I'm over here like, try to holler at them, like doing their names with little hearts above the eyes and shit.
Bro,
so
that'll get you some ass, yo, because I could draw a little. Back in the day, I drew a lot. I mean, once you stop, it's hard to get back in.
You
but I used to, but that was like, all right, I like this girl, Nina.
So, I drew your name, slide it to him in class.
Put a little shadow on that motherfucker. Damn, you put a shadow on my name? All right.
Yeah, so it was basically that. And then when I got a little older, you start hanging around with the older guys, some of my older cousins and other people that I grew up with. They kind of got into the whole gangbanging thing. And that wasn't me. I kind of I seen it.
It was dangerous, scary shit.
Yeah, man. I seen it. I was on the sideline looking, and every once in a while I would party with them, just hanging out. A young kid want to be with the,
So people don't understand, bro. When you got homies like that, right? And they want to go do something. Like, hey, we're going to go to the lakefront. You going?
Let's go.
And you're just like, you want to go, but at the same time, like, fuck.
You're going to get in trouble.
And then if you don't go, oh, come on, pussy.
Yeah.
Come on, pussy.
Yeah.
You're a bitch, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, and they're your boys. You hang out with them every fucking day.
Yeah.
You know that fear, dog? You get this little fuck. All right.
And then a lot of
Hope
times,
I make it home tonight.
Yeah, you got that fear too. Like me and my mom, she found out I was doing something like that. My
Hey,
mom,
you
bro,
don't want to come home with that shit.
Nah, because my mom and my daddy didn't play. They're like, they'll bust out the chancla, the belt.
Right.
Like she was wild, bro. My mom was wild. So we come in the door and
that's why you're good at calligraphy, motherfucker. Like, redo that fucking S squat.
Yep. So, growing up around there, man, like I was that dude. So he could draw. Like, oh, for real, you could draw? So imagine, I remember being at a house party. It's one specific story that I tell that kind of gives the vibe of how, how it was. So we're like, we're going to go to a house party. My cousin like, let's go, cool, let's ride. So we're going to the hood, not too far from your house, around over there by Western. I'm not going to say exactly what hood, but over there on Western, we're going. I'm like, oh, who's going to be there? Oh, just some boys, from the neighborhood.
House parties in the area ain't never.
Nah, this was in the basement, the basement party. So we go down there chilling. I'm like, man, I walk in there, bangers everywhere. I was like, oh, man, but I'm with my family. I'm good, and I ain't got nothing to worry about like that. So
but did you peep the exits, though? Like, where can I run out this motherfucker?
Yeah, for sure. You already know that, bro. You already know. I'm like, okay, I'm like kind of in the cut here.
Can I fit through this basement window in case some shit pops off, man?
Nah, straight up. That shit crosses your mind.
No, for real.
It does. So I'm chilling, and I remember that party. I wasn't really feeling it, bro. It was a little too hood for me, bro.
No, I know.
Man, these dudes are getting wild. Start throwing gangbangs. Start pulling out pistols and stuff like that.
And then dropping, talking about killing people.
Oh, bro, and this is when like 3-6 Mafia comes on and everybody's like, don't throw your set up, bro. It's like,
hey, I can't even front. I put on some 3-6 Mafia right now. I want to do a drive-by, bro.
And
I'm 40 years old.
That specific era right there was like, it reminds you, like, this is just gangbanging music. Because as soon as you hear the rammer coming through the neighborhood,
oh yeah, you hear that bitch rumbling.
So you're like, hold up, let's chill. Like, even though you weren't nothing, you still kind of like.
That's crazy. We covered rammers in one of the episodes.
Yeah, so we're chilling in this party. I'm like, man, this is crazy. And I used to carry a backpack because back then the way I used to dress, I was like a punk rock, like skateboarder punk rock.
All right.
And like just a rugged hoodie, my jeans all tore up.
I went through that era too, bro.
Vans, like,
because you didn't want the hood to know you was banging or nothing like that.
No.
So it's like, look, I hang out with the taggers and the hip hop kids and shit.
Exactly.
But the motherfuckers I hang out with every day, just 2 or 3 of them happen to be fucking gangbangers.
Yep, that's what it was, bro. And that's like, and we liked that was our style, that's what we liked.
And the gangbangers kind of like
they would roast us.
Yeah, roast you.
Look
at this goofy mother.
Oh,
yeah,
bro.
I know.
So we're coming into the party and like I'm talking, my homies had mohawks. I had a mohawk at one time. I always rock a socks hat backwards, so my mohawk was long and my hair used to hang out the back. So they would look at me like, this dude got a shag, but it was just my hair was long. And it was a mohawk, so I took off my hat. They're like, oh, hell no.
So they weren't sure if you had a shag?
Yeah, so it looked crazy. Like, dudes dressed crazy with a shag. Like, what the fuck is going on?
They would have beat your ass just for that. Like, if you would have had a shag, they would have fucked you up for disrespecting the shag.
We walk in and you get the sideways looks. But they didn't know what to make of it. Because, like, we didn't look like it, but we had, like, little things about us that were like, hold up.
And then did you paint your hair?
Nah,
I was saying, because if you had it a certain color that's a whole different story. Like, why is his hair red, bro?
Nah, I didn't go like that. So we're chilling, and I was like, man, I was like, I wasn't feeling this. So I had my book bag with me. I think a skateboard. I pull out my sketch pad, and I'm like over here chilling, like sipping on some beer. And I started sketching, bro, writing, and then one dude sees it. oh, that's raw, bro. That's cold. Like, yo, do my name, do my name, bro. And then another dude comes.
Oh, these gangbangers
and all
and
these
shit.
gamers around me, bro. Like, yo, tap me up. Like, I don't do tats. Nah, draw it. My boy's coming. He's with
Like,
the tat
just draw it
machine.
on me and I'll get it tatted.
He's like, yeah, dude, my boy's coming. He's gonna tat it. And I was like, oh. So then I'm like, man, next thing I know it, bro, like I got a line of like gangbangers, like telling me to do their names in like my, in old English, like in my style. And
when the fucked up thing is, you're probably sitting there like, I can't say no to none of these motherfuckers, yo.
I can't.
They will beat the shit out of me.
And that's like, to me, that was like the ultimate pressure, bro.
That's
like,
funny.
Like when I do events and there's like 100 people behind me or different things, I don't even care, bro.
Because you're not going to die.
That's like nothing to me, bro. Like people, like we talked about earlier, people,
oh, man.
like that doesn't make me nervous. It's like the cameras and shit is weird. The cameras and the mics make me feel a little weird, but the people, not necessarily because of what I went through. Like,
all right.
If I didn't get this letter straight, like this homie, you know what I'm saying? Like
if he don't like it.
He don't like it. Who knows what he's gonna do? So then I'm writing these names, bro. All right, rest in peace, little so and so. This. Oh no, my girl, right? Right, my sad girl loves this, and I'm over here just doing it, bro.
Do my bitch's name, dog. Do my bitch's name, bro.
So then the one homie that I knew that lived there, this dude was wild, bro.
Did you do anybody's face?
Nah, bro, nah. I didn't tat him up. I was
no, but I'm saying, did you have to draw somebody's face?
Nah. So then I'm sitting there, bro, and this dude was wild. It was his crib. I knew him. I grew up with him as well. He comes out, oh, Tubbs, I gotta show you something, bro. This was what I want. So he goes, lifts up the mattress, and pulls out this big ass AK-47.
Oh,
bro.
damn.
Like, dude, this is like, you've seen him,
I've seen the AK.
But like to actually, like be in
it's
person.
Fucking crazy.
And he's like, right here, he's like, oh, bro, look at this. We gotta take flicks, bro. We gotta take flicks. I'm gonna tie me up like this. I'm gonna take the flicks.
That shit
like
sounds
this.
crazy, though.
So, and then all the other dudes start pulling their straps out, like, yeah, bro. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like this skateboarding kid, like, who just came to have a couple beers. Now I'm like doing
sketching
like these
pistols and shit. That's wild.
Bro, that was pressure.
And they were probably doing all kinds of wild shit.
Pressure, like it was wild, dude. It was wild. After that, I don't know how I don't remember how I got out of it, bro. I think I told my dude I had, I don't know, something stupid. I gave some stupid excuse. And I told my homie, like, let's go. And he wasn't feeling it either. So we kind of dipped off. And after that, man, I was like, I ain't doing that. I can't do that.
I would have been like, hey, guys, I got another art event I have to make it to.
But this is when I was younger, bro.
I would have just to get out of there, be like, I got to go.
I forgot what I said, bro. Something stupid for sure. But
dude,
yeah.
and that's the thing about a lot of those house parties, man, is where you go. I mean, like you said, you were with your family. Bro, daytime parties, I got a whole bit on how, I mean, I didn't really meet my wife like that. Of course, I exaggerated it. But we've been to house parties. I think my second date with my wife, bro, was at my homie's house party on 49th and on Ahoy.
Okay.
49th and Ahoy. And if you cross 50th, it's all D's over there.
The tracks right there.
Yeah, the train tracks. I grew up right along 49th Street, but on Honorary. So if you go south to 50th, it's all the D's over there. And then there's 26 on the other side. Mm-hmm. So we don't know what the fuck is going on. Somebody started blasting off the tracks, dude. Like at his house.
So those tracks, I'm familiar with those tracks. We spent a lot of time.
You can't see because of the fucking trees. So you just hear you could hear the fucking bullets flying past you, bro. And like me and my wife are sitting on there like, yeah, what's up, girl? It's our second date.
You trying to holler.
One of my guys, the reason why we got shot at, one of my guys, I mean, he wasn't really my guy, but one of the dudes that was there was a king, and he was with some chick, and he was chilling across the street with old girl, like leaning on his car, and they saw they were blasting at him. So you can hear them fucking bullets hitting the fucking poles and shit, ping, 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 ping. And we dipped in the house, and then everything cooled down, and we went back on the porch and like, this is a romantic. We fucking dodge bullets, baby. You know what I'm saying? You got graced? Hell yeah. Like that shit. It was like a little code of honor and shit, man. But that's the thing about these parties where you don't know who's gonna be there. Like that dude that got shot at, he didn't come with us. You know what I mean? This is one of my best friend's house, and the girl that he was talking to liked him, and somehow word got to him to come to this house. And, the wrong motherfucker came, and we got shot at because of that.
That's crazy. You out there having a good time, and you never know who's going to show up.
You just don't know who's there.
And that's the scary part.
That's the scary part.
Well, it's like, man, we have fun, and we don't even think about that, bro. But it's messed up because a lot of people, man, get shot. A lot of people, like, you know what I'm saying, go out and have a good time.
And the wrong motherfucker gets shot, bro.
Yeah, usually the wrong person, bro.
What's crazy is, speaking of house parties, because I could tell you've been to a lot of the same parties I've been to, man. and a lot of motherfuckers don't understand this shit. tell me how big was nitrous oxide, bro, during that era, bro?
Bro, so I would say what, like
Holy
90s to like mid 2000s.
Full fucking tanks, bro.
Bro. And then again, like the graffiti writers,
They were big on that
family,
shit.
So my family, all them dudes were the ones that were getting them. So like they were passing them. They were getting. I don't
And you don't even know who to get them from. All you say, hey, bro, I got a tank.
And
What?
I'm
And then
talking about.
Yeah, you think, oh, you got a
big,
little
no.
tank of
No,
nitrous oxide.
bro.
No, a full fucking dentist
Yep, that was.
fucking tank of nitrous oxide, bro.
I don't even, man. Like I haven't been to like a house party with younger people, so I don't even know if they get down
I
like
don't know.
that.
Nah, they
anymore,
do
bro.
wild shit, bro. They shove stuff up their asses now, dog. That's what I heard. That's what people talk about. That like they shoving Molly up their
No,
asses,
yeah, they
bro.
probably
Like,
have some crazy different.
yeah, I'm like, if I were to go to a party now, some little white, you want my balloon? Nah, bro, I'm straight on that.
hell
Balloon
no.
was probably up your ass,
but the
man.
nitrous says were wild,
Bro, nitrous
Wild.
parties were fucking crazy. Have you ever? Yeah, I'm sure you fucking party your ass off.
Whoever
Yeah,
out there
not with
listening to
nitrous,
this,
though.
and they
But
know
have you
about
ever been to a
nitrous,
house party
bro.
with a nitrous tank?
Or
Or you bring your own balloon?
Probably. No, dude.
Or you
The
gotta-
flyer would say, "Bring your own balloon."
That's fucking hilarious.
And then you walk up to the motherfucker that's in charge of the tank. You give him $5 and he fills that goddamn balloon up.
Or
this
it was
big.
like, was it like $3 to fill, or you can do like 20 for all night, something
yeah,
crazy.
yeah. $20 you get for your balloon all night,
Yeah.
bro. A balloon that big, and then they got that fucking trans house
or whatever. No, jungle.
Techno
Remember
jungle?
back in the day.
Bro, I used to love all that shit. You hit that nitrous, dog, you just standing like,
Like if you've done this,
and
you've
if you
been
do
there,
too much, you on the floor.
all you hear is wah 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 wah.
But with the beat.
Yeah, bro. It's wild.
I mean, it was fucking fun, dude. I can't. But I'll say this, man. I got to a point, like even when I remember, like my 30th birthday or some shit like that.
Somebody
Bro,
pulled it.
I took
Yeah.
a little hit. I had a headache for 2 weeks, man. My fucking head for at least a week, bro. My head didn't feel right, bro. Like I took a big hit of that shit, and like it felt good. I was like, "Whoa, this is dope." I remember this. But when that shit wore off, bro,
Yeah.
I was like, I think I just fried half my fucking brain,
And
yo.
people,
like
I've
I
seen
felt
people
sick.
fiend off it. Have you seen people fiend?
Yeah, all my
off of
boys,
that?
motherfuckers got blue lips and shit because
Bro.
this shit, nitrous oxide is really cold. It like literally freezes your fucking
Yeah,
lungs.
yeah.
So I've seen some of my friends that would do so much of
Their
it.
lips are like quivering. And
Blue
yeah,
and
they're
blue. Purple lips on the way home. You good? Yeah, I'm good, dog. That party was off the chain.
And I see people fiend. I was at a party one time where the dude.
Fighting for that shit.
So we were at this house party. Man, it was like Nitro says the fiends were there for like all night. Like it wasn't just like, oh, show up at 9, break out at 2. No, these dudes were
They're there till 5, 6 in the
5,
morning,
6
bro.
in the morning. I remember being at a set and 5, 6 over in that little village. All of a sudden you hear the DJ's mixing, and all of a sudden you hear like the record just scratch. You see this dude unplug everything out, hands the turntable over to some random dude that's there. The dude walks away with the turntable. Another homie comes in with a brand new tank, and he just starts spinning off of one record for another like 2
Just to
hours.
get the other tank? God damn.
Bro, he traded his table on the spot just to get another tank, and he was mixing off of
See,
that
now
one
that's a
turntable,
fiend, bro. You
Fiend.
love that more than your art, bro. You know what I mean?
Yeah, see, no, that's too
That's
wild,
fucking
bro.
wild.
But it's the stories, you know, that's
No,
the
that-
stuff that we see.
And what's crazy, man, is that like the motherfuckers that got that tank made a killing. They made money, bro.
Yeah.
Because I mean, $5 a balloon, you could get up to like 500 fucking balloons out of one full tank,
Yeah,
man.
and a lot of the dudes I heard that were getting them were like on the super low. They had people that
Yeah.
were buying them out for nothing,
For
or they
nothing,
were
bro.
racking them. They were
Or you
stealing
steal
them.
'em.
They had a plug where they were stealing them out of some little spot.
Or you know, like them little truck people that drive those like explosive tanks. You got a motherfucker with a plug, they're gonna get you a tank, dude.
Yeah.
Quick funny story too about having a tank, man. Shout out to my homie Eric, but my boy Eric, this motherfucker. You probably know the dude, but this you know Microdot,
Microdot, no.
Eric Gomez. His brother was a DJ, Superman, back in the day.
It sounds familiar, bro.
They used to hang out with us. Well, Eric throws parties. He still does. He's like a big techno head, whatever the fuck. But this motherfucker, dog, like his parents moved out, so he had the whole house to himself. This was, I would say, like around 05, 06, because I was still like bumping trap music and doing stupid
I was
shit.
in the mix right there.
You know?
too.
Yeah, I was smoking I mean, I didn't do no heavy drugs. I never did heroin, never did crack, none of that. But you know, back in them days, motherfucker, you want to bump, fuck it. You know, I got shit to do today. You know.
Yeah.
But like motherfuckers, bro, I go to his house to get some bud, and they're playing video games. I mean, they got like Madden on. I sit down. He had a leftover tank from a party. He just had it in the crib. So for like a fucking week, I was just going over there just to play video games and do balloons, man.
Yeah.
And like we'd be playing fucking. We were playing It's like a robot wars. Like two robots fucking go at it. Like
Okay,
big
yeah, you know
fucking.
what I'm talking about.
Bro, we were playing that shit on balloons, man. That shit was wild, bro. Like you hit the balloon and then you try to play, and that's all you hear.
And sometimes the balloons would hit people hard.
Yeah,
Like, I
like-
never had it where it made me
People collapse, bro.
So I remember we'd be chilling and there'd be girls. Usually it was girls that'd be standing there doing the balloons.
And then you
And you
just
just see it, boom, boom, boom. They would just drop.
and then their friends, wake up, girl. You've never collapsed on nitrous?
Nah, bro.
I have, bro. And you
Nah.
dream. You're asleep. Because
That's
I mean,
crazy.
that's basically what you did. You took enough. You took a
just knocks
dentist
you out.
dose. Like if a dentist had to knock you out with nitrous to pull your teeth, you just did that. You knocked your fucking self out, bro. You know what I mean? So I took a fucking hit once and fell out, bro. And in that, while I was on the floor, a vivid fucking dream, like it was real. My mom, levántate, like trying to wake me up, dude.
Oh my God.
Levántate, cabrón, in the dream. And I was like, no, ma, no. And my friends were like, this nigga talking to his mom. And I woke up like, where's my mom? I'm like, holy fuck, I'm not even at home. You know, like,
Nah,
you
man,
dream.
never.
You literally put yourself to sleep, dog.
That's wild.
Like,
That's wild. I
that's
never,
crazy as
I
hell,
never had
dog.
that happen to me.
Like,
Maybe
it tripped me out. I was up, like, the rest of the party, like, goddamn, I saw my mom. Yo, like, she was in front of me.
You didn't even want to party no more.
Like,
Man.
just pass me the weed, dog. I'm sad right now, man. But yeah, the motherfuckers were wild back. Them house parties,
House
man,
parties,
like,
man.
and this is why I always, like, as a parent, bro, you know, you have a, how old is your
I have
I mean,
three.
not a newborn,
No,
right?
I got three. They're young. I have a 9-year-old, a 5-year-old, and a 1-year-old.
All right, now you look at your kids, bro. Right?
I already know what you're gonna say. Go ahead.
Now just imagine your fucking 9-year-old doing the parties, going to the parties, doing the shit we did, dog. Like coming
Man.
home at any hour, hanging out. Who the fuck you don't even know who they're hanging out with.
Nah,
What
bro.
hood they're in. No cell phone to call them, bro.
Yeah, straight up.
No way to
cell
get in
phone.
contact. Maybe a beeper, but you ain't calling your dad back, bro.
Nah.
You know how many times my dad would fucking page me, bro? And I'd be like, man, I gotta call him. And then 5 hours later, fuck, I didn't call him. I'm gonna get fucked up. You know, like I always look at it like as a parent, dog, like you
Yeah.
gotta be an ill motherfucker to let your kid do that, bro. You know what I mean? Like you have to be morally fucked up to be like, yeah, my kid parties. Dog, I mean, bro, we used to hit nitrous while we're driving, dude. Like, I swear to God, man, driving down the side street, like, when I went to Kelly, my boy Chete would pick us up. You know, shout out to Chete, changed his whole life and all that. That fool worked for Motorola, so he got everybody pagers. We all had the clear case one that slides out.
Yeah.
Man. All of us had them badass.
I remember getting one from Supermom Plastic.
Yeah, the badass fucking 10 tone that had 10 different tones and shit. We would be riding with this fool, bro. He's driving. I'm in the passenger seat. 2 dudes in the back, and we'll purposely cut down a side street. Just a fucking, we had one of them little fucking, the little capsule nitrous.
Oh yeah.
Fill a balloon. Bro, the motherfucker driving would grab the wheel.
Oh my God, bro.
I'm holding the wheel, dog. And he's like this,
He's whomping. Whoa, whoa.
going like 5 miles an hour, dog.
Oh, my
And then
God.
the 2 other motherfuckers in the back. Like if
Nah,
you
man.
crash, we're gonna be laughing. When they find us crashed, we're gonna be laughing.
Straight up.
So
Nah,
yeah, just
man.
wild shit.
Nah, I
dog.
don't, man. For real. When you think about it as a parent, you didn't think about it as a parent back then.
No,
At
hell
least
no,
I
man.
did,
It
never
was fun,
did, bro.
dude.
It
That
was-
shit was fun as fuck, man.
I feel like I've always kind of like knew my limit. You know what I mean? Like I was kind of that dude. I'm like, I feel like I'm a real chill
I know what you mean.
individual.
I had that shit too.
So
bro.
like, I feel like I was the one that was like, all right, I'm gonna chill. But you always got that homie that's like, he'll take it to the very like edge and he'll be good there. And then you got that other homie that just takes
just
it
ain't
to
ready
the,
to stop.
take it to the edge and jump over and keep going. You know what I mean? Like
And then that's always one of your best friends.
it is, bro. It is.
You know, like it was like my homie Mario always wanted to go pop at a motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like
It is.
I remember, dude, with this motherfucker, like he got cool with them 38s over there, right? So we you know, right on the corner of Pershing and Kedzie,
Yeah.
there's like this across from the auto glass.
Mm-hmm.
There's like a little building. It's a little hall, like a little closed down bar, and the dude would
Yeah.
rent it out. So my boy Mario's like, I'm throwing a little party to get some money. Bro, you know how many fucking 2-6 showed up, dog?
I was about to say that's,
Oh
that's
my
a crazy
God,
hood right
bro.
there.
They
Crazy
came
hood.
30 deep. Why y'all in my hood having a party? Ba 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 ba. And my friend Mario's trying to tell them, like, you know, we cool. They had to go, like, you gotta ride with us to go bust at these motherfuckers to prove that you cool. And I remember I was behind the bar and Mario's like, I'll be back, bro. And I'm like, where you going? He's like, I gotta take a ride with these dudes. And that's just so they don't come and bum rush our party, dog. And they went to go do something. I don't know what the fuck. I remember, dog, he left me behind the bar when he's like, don't let nobody drink my fucking, he brought like some expensive ass cazadores. He's like, that's for us or whatever. And I was just like scared, like this fool ain't coming back. Damn. Like, and they came back. They came back.
How was his demeanor? How was the demeanor when he
was
came
all
back?
like a little nervous, but he was cool. Like, some of these motherfuckers live for that, bro. You know what I mean? Like, to him, it was like, fuck, I got it over with. He didn't come back all fucking terrified. He was just like, fuck it. We did it and we're back now. We're going to party. But that shit, like, mentally, like, that shit was traumatic for a kid. Like, because I remember when I got home that night, I was like, fuck, man, I'm glad we didn't get killed and shit. Like,
oh, man, there's plenty of bro, so many
scary shit, bro.
Stories, man. Like, I've got some stories and, man, I'm sure you got tons of stories as well.
What I want to know, though, because you're a badass artist, bro, because you're, no lie, I'm not saying this shit because we're cool, or I don't kiss ass. And James, you know how the comedy world is, bro. When somebody sucks, they suck. We don't, because you get a group.
What a nice guy that is. That's what we say.
Well, here's the thing, though, is that you get a group of motherfuckers, bro, that are trash, dude, and their homies egg them on, and they're on social media. You're the shit, you funny, and it's like a false fucking, they have this false fucking vision of themselves becoming a big comedian and shit. Yeah. You know what I mean? So, that's why, like, when I bring artists on here, or when I bring a motherfucker that does some legit shit, like, your art is fucking legit, dog.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that, bro.
I'm pretty sure there's been some motherfuckers like, Tubbs, this motherfucking Tubbs, man. Have you ever, you seem like a legit dude, but has there ever been a time during art, no gangbanging or house party, where you were like, I want to bust this motherfucker in his mouth, man? Like, has anybody ever hated on you that hard where, like, even in your own head, you got your pride and you know what you're worth. So he's like, this dude really ain't, this motherfucker that ain't shit. You ever get into those situations?
Yeah, man? It's like I'm sure you have the same situations in the comedy world where people might like bite routines, or you're doing something with a certain flow.
There's biters left and right, bro. We call them hacks.
Hacks, okay. So that's different terminology, right?
Yeah.
So,
in comedy, it's a hack.
Okay. So then, in graph world, you got biters and then
toys,
stuff like that. But I feel like I've learned my lesson a long time ago when it comes to ego and to pride. That's something my OG would tell me. He's like, man, my dad's got so many different sayings he would tell me. He'd be like, there's two things you got to worry about in the world. Like, he just random. My dad's crazy. There's two things you got to worry about in this world. I'm like, what?
Well, he's an artist and shit.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. So he's like, you got to worry about women and your pride.
He was on that blood in, blood out shit.
It was crazy, bro. So like, I'm like,
he was Crucito. You gotta.
So I'm like, well, all right, cool. Like, I'm shorty, bro. But now, like, I'm understanding now.
No, you have to, dog.
So you like going through all these stories, man. I had certain instances where I felt like, maybe at one time I did think I was, the shit, or like I'm tagging everything up. Ain't nobody
I went
big
through
as
that, bro.
me, but then like certain
and then
things,
you feel like certain things don't go your way because you're the shit.
Yeah. So then a lot of times for me, at least, it was like certain things that happen to you. It's not a physical hit in the face, but it's like an ego hit, like a reality check where you just be like, yeah, I'm doing this, and then boom, and you're like,
you got it. And then inside you're like, let me chill and tighten. I gotta tighten shit up.
So yeah, exactly. So with those lessons, when certain situations do arise now, I feel like, man, I don't even like. It might get to me for a moment, but then I step back and like, man, I don't do it for nobody.
You fucking
else,
matured, bro. Because I do that, dude. I do that. I mean, 6 years ago, you even accused me of like trolling, like, dude, stop trolling.
Because the
shit I would post, like,
yeah,
because it was something that somebody would post, a comedian that would art the fuck out of me. And then here I go, oh, you fucking little shits. And I don't specifically call nobody out. I'm not one of them tagging. I'm not gonna tag you and call you out. It's a general in the industry. It's a generalization. Yeah. A general observation I make in the fucking industry, where that's not the only motherfucker that does that. A lot of comics do it. But I used to waste my energy to just go out there and be like, y'all ain't doing it right. And then I'll do 2 or 3 the JFL auditions. You know how many fucking auditions we've done, dog? Like, every year there's this festival, submit for this, submit for that. We're trying to get on 10 different things in 1 year, and you probably won't get none of them.
Yeah.
0.
Yeah.
And then you sit there like, damn, and then you see who gets picked, and it does make you mad, like, damn, that garbage dude did. But instead of getting mad at the industry, I always took it back like, I know I'm funny. I know I write legit shit. So it's more move on to the next fucking show.
Keep moving, or like
keep moving. And,
what can
and
I tighten up in myself? Like I know there's certain things about my art that I might not like, or I feel like I could get better at, or let me improve my hustle here, or let me tighten this up here. So once something like that happens, I'm like, man, I can't. Like I'm gonna put the blinders on, bro. Just gotta put the blinders
paint,
and just paint. And it's to me, it's a marathon, bro. So you got all these people might be coming at you like, oh, you doing this, you ain't about this, you only about money, or you only about this. It's you ain't doing it for the right reasons.
And not knowing what the fuck you really doing it for.
Exactly, bro. And it's like, you don't even know my story. You don't know me as a person. And I'm sure this happens in every industry, right? It doesn't happen to me too often, but I had a couple instances where people voice their opinion on social media about me, or certain things, certain people that I'm working with, or why am I working with this company? And it's like, bro, like really, like you mad at me because I'm over here?
Because I'm working.
Because I'm working, like.
and that's what it boils down to. Motherfuckers don't like when somebody is working, bro, because it's a competitive world, man. And like I always take it back to this about the struggle of an artist, man. Like people don't understand how much of our own self we put into this shit. You know what I mean?
Hours,
like,
bro. Hours.
I have family members I don't talk to no more. Like me and my sister, we lived together for a while, and I was hurting financially. And she got sick of me. And then I do the joke about her that comes out on Comedy Central, and then she's probably like, oh, fuck, he got on TV now. She's turned. Mm-hmm. And of course I talked to her because she's my sister and I love her. But if she would have been my cousin, or I would have been like, fuck you. You straight up cold-blooded gave me that cold face like that. All right.
Yeah.
And it happens, bro, because I love comedy that much where I'm like, I don't give a fuck what he says. I don't give a fuck what she says. The only person that I care what they think were my kids and my wife, because they're the ones that I got to bring this money home to provide for.
That's exactly what I
mean. They're the only ones that could be like, yo, this shit ain't working. But everybody else could kiss my ass, bro.
Straight up. That's how I feel, bro. And you gotta be like that, man. It's like, and I feel like us growing up in the way that we did, the neighborhoods that we did, it toughened us up. It
toughens us up a lot, bro.
Yeah, and I'm trying to put that on my kids now, because my kids are a little more.
I didn't shelter my kids, bro.
Like they're still young, but I feel like I think about like, okay, when I was this age, I was already having like crazy,
crazy shit, right?
Interaction, not crazy, like
shit a normal 9-year-old wouldn't, a shit that a normal 10 or 11-year-old wouldn't be going through.
Certain things happen. I'm like, damn, like reality, like, oh damn, like this really going on around the corner, like I coming out of church and we were getting shot at it, like
on a
parents,
Sunday and shit.
Yeah, like
back in the 90s, that didn't go down
exactly.
like that.
I got stories like that, family would come out of church, they shooting, we all jump back in the church. Like my kids don't gotta go through that.
And James, this is true. Back in the 90s, there was code, bro. There was really gang code.
For sure.
Couldn't fucking shoot nobody on Sundays. You couldn't even go blast at somebody unless one of the governors or the chief let you. You know what I mean?
For sure.
Like if I was gonna say, hey, Tubbs, let's go blast at these fools. If we didn't get the blessing from whoever ran our block, we get fucked up or probably killed, dude.
Sure.
Like there was code back then, man.
They used to say, I remember them saying like, there was like a certain, they had their own terminology, was a little different even to nowadays. I remember dudes saying like rank, like, nah, homie pulls rank on this.
Yeah, pulls rank
on there. You gotta holler at so and so or this.
Even if you wanted to like steal a car from the neighborhood, you know what I mean? Because you couldn't do certain things in the neighborhood. Because some of the gangbangers were like, nah, we're protecting the hood. But yeah, there was fucking code, dog. Like, that's why, like, now you got 9-year-old and 2 other kids. And the only code is, I want them to have a good fucking life.
That's it,
man.
Bro. Everything's from my family, bro. Like, I hustle, bro. Hustle nonstop for them. Everything I do is for them. And at the end of the day, I only got to answer to God and to my family. And everyone else, bro, they can kick rocks, honestly.
Everybody,
like,
bro.
You know what I'm saying? So
look, man. Back to the art, Matt. We're going to take, because a lot of people don't understand about, everybody always talks about New York when it comes to graffiti, man. But, like, to me, Chicago is one of the dopest graffiti cities ever. Like, I tried to be a tagger at one point, you know what I mean? I was decent. I wasn't no straight-up toy, because I hung out with some legit motherfuckers. But even I got to a point, look, this is basically it. When I saw a motherfucker climb a silo, when I saw a motherfucker cut through a fence, breaking through fucking private property, have to walk across like 100 feet of private property and then climb a fucking piece of shit silo that might collapse.
Yep.
That's when I was like, I can't do that. You crazy to the motherfucker, man.
And it's
like
the
graffiti,
lesson.
bro. No lie, man. I always respect the graffiti artists.
I feel like graffiti was like my art school.
Motherfuckers are stuntmen, dude.
Yeah. It was like my art school. It was like my stuntman school. Everything.
Bro,
like you learn from it. Like you gotta You gotta be
I
down,
know fat
bro.
graffiti artists that can climb fences, dog.
And I was broke. I got the name Tubby.
Oh, you were
'cause
chubby?
I was
Alright.
chubby. So I had to like, I was the last one up, but I was still making my way up. You
Dude,
know?
I've seen a fat motherfucker climb a fence with a crate of cans, yo.
Yeah, or everybody was helping. Like,
Yeah,
you
everybody-
everybody helps them up. And like sometimes it was real hard because all my other dudes were all like fit and like climbing
right.
like nothing. Like, hey, bro, you gotta hold me up to the first one, and they're pulling me up from the top. You know, stuff like that. And I learned a lot from that, man. I learned a lot from it. Even like some of the graffiti writers that I grew up with back then are like my homies. They're like my brothers. So as we grew that bond, we learned those lessons of, yo, you were in this 100%. A lot of people, graffiti writers, have given their life for their art.
I mean, you know some that have died, bro.
Yeah, a lot,
They're fucking
man.
on train tracks. They're
A
getting
lot.
fucking electrocuted, climbing shit.
Yeah,
People
there's a
getting
lot
hit
of
by
homies,
trains,
man.
shit like that, man.
Yep, they give their life for what they love. So I was like, man, if I'm over here risking my life for this, you mean I can't give 100% on creating some artwork that's way more chill? You know what I mean? Like,
And you can get it out more. You know,
Yeah.
graffiti's dope for the city. It's good. It's dope for the culture. You know, like I'm a big hip hop head. That's all I fucking listen to,
oh,
man.
same here, bro.
You know, 90s hip hop, you know, and graffiti was always part of this shit. Like, I still bump Artifacts. I fucking just, you know, like fucking
That's
wrong side of the
classic,
tracks is
man.
still one of my
that can
favorite.
in the beginning.
Yeah, the little can and shit.
Yo, toss my name out. Toss my name
Yeah,
out.
I love all that shit, bro. You like Atmosphere?
Yes.
Yeah, I still love Atmosphere. They're all from the graffiti culture, man.
Yep.
And that's the thing, man, is like, to me, graffiti back in the 90s, it just wasn't, okay, you're an artist and you're going to go tag your name up. I mean, it literally was a fucking culture, bro. Like, you go to dope parties, man. You smoke some dope weed. You know, you
was a
knew
culture.
breakers, dog. Like, motherfuckers would move and a dude would start spitting on his fucking head and you're just right there, blaze the fuck up. Like, yo.
Oh, yeah.
And so it was kind of like, you know, you watch the movie fucking 8 Mile, you know, when Eminem, they go into the ciphers at the shelter.
Yeah.
Like, you felt that, dog. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, it was like a dope fucking era. Too bad we didn't have cell phones and shit to capture it all.
Man,
Well, actually,
I
I'm
think
glad we
about that,
don't. I'm
man.
glad we didn't, though.
I've thought about that. I talked to my girl about that because I was like,
Maybe
man,
pictures, but not all the videos,
Nah,
bro.
it was like one person maybe or two people that had cameras, and it was like the disposable joints.
Yeah.
So I
Oh,
don't
you know how
remember-
many rolls I got at the crib? I haven't never developed. I got pictures
We had
in it.
shoe boxes of them. Like
And I
all that
developed
graffiti
film.
stuff.
I worked at Walgreens, dog.
Bro, we took those boxes of the disposables to see if we can get them developed.
It's hard, bro. You
They're
gotta ship them.
done.
You gotta ship them out. There's one lab somewhere in Kansas City, bro.
They couldn't. We hollered at like the Walgreens and then another company, and they couldn't do them.
It's all that chemicals, man. It's not worth it.
So
I
it's
I
like-
used to do the 1 hour photo, dog. Like literally run film, change the chemicals and all that
That's
shit.
crazy.
So I would take some of my rolls, all family, because I already had kids by this point. No, yeah, it was like when I had my first daughter. So all those rolls that I got a couple of my homies holding a couple pistols and shit like that. But dude, I worked at 53rd and Ashland
Oh yeah.
in the hood.
I know exactly.
So
what
I used to
you're
get
talking
them rolls, bro. You know, little fucking 13-year-old black kid with AK and shit. You
You
know what I mean?
seeing
Like
like,
in pictures,
oh.
like gosh, damn. But yeah, like that era, dude. Like if we had video cameras,
about. It'd be wild.
not that it would be wild. I think I would look at it myself and be like, what the fuck was I doing, dog? Like,
Yeah.
like if somebody were to have a video of me holding my homie steering wheel while we're hitting balloons, I would have been like, what the fuck is wrong with you, dog?
Nah, I feel you, bro. I feel you. I was telling my girl that too. Like, we didn't have nothing back then. We just lived it. We just lived it.
just lived it, man.
And then we
got
sit
the
down
memories,
later.
man.
Yeah, we talk about the memories,
if,
bro.
if we had a few brain cells left to remember it, man, we fucking talk about it, dog. Like, motherfuckers did drugs young, dog. Like, I remember, like, I went to Gonzalez Academy in Brighton Park. That was my elementary
did I.
school. Oh, shit, you went to Gonzalez?
Yeah. Who was your?
I graduated in 93.
Oh, see, yeah, I graduated.
That's wild. My teacher was Miss Sinise.
Miss
My
Sinise.
principal was Mr. Forrest.
Yep.
Yeah,
Mr.
he-
Forrest, tall motherfucker.
Big talk. We used to call him cardboard booty.
He was like this.
He was like a
bro.
long piece of cardboard,
And
dog.
then- but then it was crazy because there was another guy, Mr. Laffy.
Mr. Laffy, he was the assistant principal. Damn, nigga, you went to
Laffy, bro.
Gonzalez? Hell yeah, dog. My kids graduated from there.
Yeah, I
too.
went to Gonzalez, bro. Because we used to live down the street on 43rd and Maplewood.
All right.
So right there.
Well, we used to bus. They used to bus us from, because my mom didn't want us to go
Yeah,
ahead.
so when we moved, we would bust. But
Alright.
my parents and my grandmother, they used to have a building right there, and that's where we lived at.
Oh,
so
that's
then that's
dope,
where I
man.
met some of your cousins too. They all went to.
Oh,
that
yeah, yeah.
school
We
as
all,
well.
like, shit, all my family went to, my mom's side of family. My dad's family lives in L.A.
So yeah.
But I remember at Gonzalez, bro, like in 92, all right? Now, cocaine was kind of popular in the hood with the Mexicans. You knew the old dudes.
Mm-hmm.
Shit, my pops used to come home with the white shit on his on his mustache, like, bah, wipe that shit off, whatever the fuck, right? But I remember, like, in grammar school, the motherfucker that did cocaine was what? You doing coke? Now, can you imagine a motherfucker doing cocaine in elementary school? It was always a white dude. It was always a fucking white dude, man.
Yeah, it was
Like,
like
we
some,
get blunted. Okay, me and my homies would get blunted. Hey, look what I got. Fucking white dude got cocaine.
from what I remember, yeah, it was always like some crazy white boy from the hood.
Right? That
It was
would,
like that white,
yeah,
crazy
my homie
white boy
Chris.
from
He
the
was
hood.
from the hood.
And then, or it was, I remember, I don't even want to say people's names. I remember
Nah, I don't
the
say
names,
nobody.
bro.
I know names. I'm just saying Chris because his name is Chris. I don't even know if
But,
he's
and
around.
then there was this other, this big old black dude, bro. I think he flunked like 2 times, dog. Like, so he was like extra big, you know? I think we
He's
were
like
like
a straight up grown man in 8th grade and shit.
straight up, bro, like that.
He was
And
like
would
he was
come-
like homie from the memes with the big old dick, that big dude in 8th grade sitting at his fucking table.
So I remember he would always come with some crazy stuff, and he was a banger. He was, I think he was like a vice lord or something, bro, something wild. But yeah, because they used to bus. Remember, I remember
right.
that. And I used to, when we started taking the bus, I remember we used to, because my parents worked, we used to take the bus from Gonzales home. We went to my grandma's crib, and she was at 59th and Rockwell. So
Oh yeah, it was already getting rough over
So
there.
it was
around that time.
90s. It was the 90s, and when we spent a lot of time there. So it was crazy, man. I spent a lot of different times in different neighborhoods. So like during the school year, we were there on 59th and Rockwell, and it was like, I would say kind of like 50-50 black Mexican, maybe a little more black community than Mexicans there. And it was right behind that school, Morel. I don't know if you
All
remember
right, yeah, I know it's cool.
Morel. So like I remember my homies that would live right there. They all went to Morel, and that neighborhood was wild too.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of my friends lived in Gage Park too, man. Like the dude I grew up with, a lot of the Tigers.
Yeah.
And what's wild, man, is like, I mean, this city is segregated as fuck. I mean, there's certain neighborhoods where like you could go to Little Village, you'll see a black dude or two, and they'll move in there because it's affordable and they like the Mexican culture. But it's literally split, dog. You know. And I remember like Gage Park was kind of like that because, like, it was kind of like the Bronx Tale, bro. If we're gonna go to a certain area, you said shit like, man, we gotta cross the black kids, you know, and the black kids had to say the same. Man, we gotta cross the little Mexican
Yeah,
motherfuckers.
we gotta go to the Mexican. They say
We gotta walk through the Mexicans,
Mexican
man.
hood.
Yeah.
Oh, you a Mexican? Yeah.
And bro, some of the black kids that we got into it is kids, fuck you, saying racial slurs, left or fucking speak, fucking N-word.
Yeah.
And then, you know, 13, 14-year-old, we're fucking best friends, fucking
There was a lot
smoking
of like,
out, playing
racial
spades
fights
and
and
shit. Yeah,
stuff.
all the time, bro.
I remember that.
Like, even on my block, there was a little store called Sam's. I don't even know if I hope Sam's alive. Shout out to Don Samuel. This motherfucker was crazy.
Where at? Which store
On
was it?
49th and Honorary, right in the middle of the block,
Oh,
on my
man.
block. It was right in the middle. The building's still there. We still call it Sam's.
I was thinking of one that used to be on the corner of what is that? 47th, and I want to say like Racine. It was a
Oh,
little.
no, we
one.
didn't go over there that far yet.
Okay.
At this point, no.
See, we would hang out on the other side over there by Racine, like 47th and Aberdeen. Like that's
Okay,
where
yeah, we didn't go that far yet, bro, because that was you know, when you go over there by them R's, it was different.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, exactly.
It
Yep.
was way different, man. But I remember like the black kids that lived on 51st Street would have to come to our candy store, or the kids from Wood, because we didn't, you know, back then it was all blocks. You know, fuck them Wood kids, fuck them walkout kids. So they would have to come to Sam's, and we just be out there waiting, dog, with snowballs and shit. You know, whatever. Oh, here they come. They come into the store. We fuck them up with snowballs. It was never, we didn't shoot it. It was all fun and games or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean?
But it was already kind of like, yo, I
But,
see them
yeah,
kids
yeah.
from another neighborhood.
Fuck
like-
them Wood boys and shit. But Don Samuel, man, is one of the originators of loose cigarettes, bro.
Really?
I swear to God, he's one of the first motherfuckers when I was, 12, 13, and when we started getting into blunts, he was the motherfucker that ripped open a pack, selling them at fucking 15 cents a cigarette.
Lucy's.
Lucy's. I mean, bro, when he started doing Lucy's, that store was fucking packed, bro. Because we'd be next door in the garage, the house next door in the garage, fucking smoking out, playing spades, and they're just, hey, dog, go snatch up 10 Lucy's.
And that's crazy. That's a hustle, right?
Hustle, dog.
Man,
I mean,
yeah.
and then back then a pack was what, $2? So you
I don't
se-
even. I don't
yeah,
even.
and then
remember,
you're selling
bro.
a fucking cigarette for $0.25, and there's 20. You're doubling your money. But man, Don Samuel, bro, he never. I don't even think he sold a full pack after that, bro. He was always just breaking them up.
He
dog.
ain't trying to sell full packs no
Now he
more.
making
He's
that
like,
profit.
yeah, dog. That's dope. So
Hey,
that's the hustle from
And,
the
and he
bro.
shot somebody, man. Shout out to Don Samuel. He don't fuck around, man.
He holds
Bro,
he holds it down.
A motherfucker came in there with a note, dog. With a note, and you ever meet my friend Louis, Chino Latino? He did comedy, the Vietnamese
Maybe.
Mexican dude.
Maybe.
Like, he shot old boy right in front of his sister. Like, his sister was about to go in the store, dog. And this motherfucker put a note on the counter, dog, talking about give me the money. I got a gun on me, with his hand. And Don Samuel had a 380, dog. No, a 38 special right under the fucking register. So he was like, okay, just shot that fool in the stomach, killed him, dog. Like dude died, yeah.
And he called his bluff on that one, right?
He shot that motherfucker dead in his stomach. Dude didn't even have a gun on him.
Oh my god, bro.
No gun, bro. And 2 days later, Don Samuel was open. We've been there playing video games and shit. You remember when you used to put your fingers like that and go like that?
Yeah.
We was in that bitch playing, yo.
Circle. Yeah. But that's like, it's crazy. Certain things that happen in neighborhoods, bro. We look at them like, damn, that's fucked up. But then we just keep moving. We keep moving.
Life goes on, man.
And I'll tie that into like us as people, bro. Like that's our culture. Like whatever happens, like we keep moving, bro. You know what I mean?
And you know what's crazy about it, bro, is like, especially growing up in Chicago in not poor neighborhoods, bro. I want to say that Brain Park back. I mean, it wasn't that we were really poor. It was a working class neighborhood. Your parents had a job and they had a decent house.
Yeah.
It was a fucking probably a 2-flat. You know, you probably had cold air coming in through 2 or 3 of the fucking windows.
Even back then, it was still Lithuanian people.
Yeah, a lot of Lithuanian. Bro, there's still a lot of Polish people that live in my neighborhood.
I remember my
you know what
grandma
I mean?
used to walk us to Western, and we go to Lithuanian Fest. You remember
Oh,
Lithuanian Fest on
hell
Western?
yeah, dude.
Old school.
It would start like on, 71st, was it, or some shit?
It was,
no.
It was
wouldn't
close
go
to
that far.
43rd.
Yeah, it wouldn't go that far.
It's like 43rd, to
43rd.
like 55th or something.
Bro, 43rd Street is even called Pope John Paul Way, bro.
My abuelita, rest in peace, bro. She has pictures. So when he passed,
He passed through there,
she was standing in the corner, and they got pictures passing in the Pope mobile.
Pope
right
John
there.
Paul III went down 43rd Street in Brain Park, dude.
To 5 Holy Martyrs.
That's why they named that street after him.
Yep.
No
Like
shit.
from Western to Cali, it's called Pope John Paul Street.
Yeah, he went right there to
He
5
went-
Holy.
5 Holy Martyrs, bro. They got that big aluminum cross and everything, man.
Yeah.
All right, before we wrap everything up, Tubbs, I know you sent me some info just to cover a lot of stuff you've been doing, man. Cause like, I mean, we're here talking about real life and all that shit, you know, about how we grew up and what we went through. And shout out to the Paloma. It gave me a nice little buzz,
That's what's up, man.
But you have done like some extremely big things for big companies, right? I mean, I even saw the picture. DJ Khaled has a piece of his art on his fucking mantle,
What?
yo. I mean, it's in there somewhere.
Yeah.
But DJ Khaled has a piece of his art in his. I mean, you've worked for what? I mean, you've done. Carmelo Anthony has a piece of his art. Who else?
Got a few
Dwight
people.
Howard.
Yeah. there's a
You
few
worked
people.
for fucking Nike. Who else?
Adidas.
Adidas,
There's a few companies, man. Like I think we done
Nickelodeon, NASCAR. Yeah, a few companies. Goddamn it.
And
Yeah,
this
a
is-
couple. Chicago Bulls, bro.
Yeah, the Bulls was dope. That was special.
So-
That was one of my favorites. Right there.
Like, okay, as a comedian, all right. When I got the call from Bill Burr and I
Oh,
did the
yeah,
Comedy
there's the hat
Central,
right
right? Yeah, you get you get that artist heart on. Like, fuck, it finally happened, bro.
Yeah.
Right? It finally fucking happened. So, as a young dude coming from the neighborhood we came from, all the shit we saw. I mean, is there still times where is it still like unbelievable to you? Like,
Yeah, man.
is it still kind of like
Yeah.
fucking surreal? Like, Jesus Christ, I'm doing this?
It is, bro. It is. Sometimes I never expected it because I've always just got my nose down painting, bro, just grinding. And next thing I know, I got an email or I got one of my homies that helps me out a lot. He hits me up. He's like, yo, so-and-so wants a piece. I'm like, who? Like, no, you better start painting,
I ain't gonna front, bro. When I start balling, I'm gonna hit you up, dog.
Same, dude.
Like, when I get a house and be like, how much for that wall, dog?
So, yeah, it's cool, man. Like, it's like, wow. It's almost like I don't know, like you think back of all the work you put in. And you're like, damn, it was worth it, bro. You know what I mean?
And all the times you thought to yourself, when am I gonna make it? Or when is somebody gonna recognize this shit? You know what I mean?
Yeah, exactly, man. So then when you get that email, that call, it's dope, man. It's just, all right, cool. I'm gonna do this, put my heart into it, provide for my family, keep moving. I don't ever try to focus too much on one thing because I feel like sometimes people get big headed off of that, bro. Like,
Yeah.
I work with so and so, bro. I work with like, all right, it's cool, man, dope. I respect that shit, but like, just keep moving.
No, like
man.
even right now, dog. Like the whole, like the Bill Burr shit. I mean, even last year, I inspired. I mean, I'm pretty sure you inspire a lot of artists. You probably get the messages, like, yo, you know, fucking, I've been following you. You're fucking dope. You make me want to work harder. Like when I got the Bill Burr shit, I didn't get big headed in the sense where I was like, I'm working with Burr, and when I'm still cool with Burr, and I don't throw it around like that. Only when I have to. If somebody asks me for a little favor, I'll be like, I'll hit him up, and I'm still. I mean, this is the fucking richest comedian, one of the richest comedians in the fucking world, and I'm friends with him. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you've earned that, bro.
Well,
Like
exactly.
you grinded, yeah.
And I keep it like that. I don't walk around. I wasn't. It's more like check out my shit. You'll see it where it's at.
It's
You
the
know what I mean?
resume, bro. It's the resume.
It's the resume. You can
Yeah.
talk all you want, but if the motherfuckers can't see it, it never happened, bro.
Exactly.
So like that's why like people like us, where we come from, I feel like we've come from humble beginnings, dog. I mean,
Most definitely, bro.
nothing was ever handed to us, dude. I mean, don't get me wrong. My mama still, if I want albondigas, I could call her up, and my mama would still make me some bomb ass albondigas.
Same
and
here,
shit,
bro.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But nothing was ever handed to us, bro. Nobody ever said, "Hey, here's an opportunity for this to do that, or whatever the fuck."
Nah.
I had 2 kids at 22. I finally got that city job, but even at that point, I was still trying to sell weed and hang out with my banger friends and riding around in my brand new Grand Am, bumping trap music, acting like I'm cool as fuck. But it wasn't worth nothing. Like I was doing all that for nothing, bro. Now when I look back, man, I should have been saving half those paychecks. I was fucking pulling in $1,400 every 2 weeks as a 22-year-old. You know what I mean? Like
That's decent.
That's fucking dope.
That's decent, bro.
In 2001,
Yeah,
I was
that's good.
balling with a job, bro.
Yeah, that's good, bro.
Fucking $800, $900 paychecks when I first started that city job. But my dumb ass was out. Hey, let's go to the restaurant. G, my weed on me. Grab me an ounce. You know, like young dumb shit.
I've been there, bro. We learned the lessons, though.
So that's why I always feel like, do you ever have that moment where you think like it happens for a reason? Like the timing is perfect.
Yeah.
If I would have fucking been making TV money at 19, you would have found me overdosed in the hotel, dog.
Yeah,
With 3 of my homies. One of my homies would have to call my mom like, damn, this dude dead.
I do feel like that. I do feel
You
like
know what I
that.
mean?
Because I got things that ground me now, bro. I got things that like check me. Like my girl
Exactly.
checks me, my OGs check me. They see me.
And
even
your
now.
kids don't got to check you. You just got to
Nah,
look at it.
Exactly. And I look at them, it's like, man, do I really want to do this? Like, nah, let me step back and just chill and go back into the studio and, paint and then come upstairs and chill with my family. That's kind of like what grounds me, bro.
Hey, bro, that's why you coming up, man. Hey, that's why you coming up, baby. That's why I named the show Coming Up. But check it out. Before I wrap it up, look, man, Tubbs, I just want to get your honest opinion on this shit, all right? Because when I post shit in my stories, I get reactions. Like a lot of people.
I like watching your stories, bro. It's cool.
Like
I like that.
when I post your shit, I get a lot of fucking likes. I get a lot of likes, bro. Like a lot of little hearts. Dope. That's dope. Damn, that's fucking sick.
Dope,
I get a lot of them, right? And I get people that even follow you or whatever, fuck, artists and shit. But somebody sent me this, bro. And I just want to show it to you because I'm not trying to start no shit. I don't know if you know the guy. You know what I mean? But you got to pull this up because this is fucking insane.
Where is it?
Hold on. I'm looking for the name right now. And you know what, man? I mean, if you want to beat the dude's ass, it's on you.
Nah, bro,
Nah, I know you ain't like that. I just know people that be like, who is this motherfucker? All right, check this out, bro. Go to Instagram. Yeah. Look up Fags. All right, Fags. But Phags. Fags Pa. It's 2 separate words. Fags and then PA. That first one. Look at this shit, dog. I'm sorry, bro. But when I saw this,
Oh, okay.
I'm like, who the fuck is trying to be Tubbs?
This is the first time I've seen this. Oh, damn. Okay.
Look at click one of the that vase.
Okay. Man, bro, it's like.
All right, now look. I'm gonna be real with you. That's some sloppy shit. All right, it's not even calligraphy when I look at it. Right?
Damn. I've never. Oh yeah, I've never. Seen.
And you tipsy too. I don't want you to be like, all right.
You know what? I've seen other people's artwork that, like, I would say, I don't know if they're bites or they're like they get inspiration.
But
from
be
me, you know
specific
what I'm
with me
saying?
right now. This is biting, dog.
Man, bro. So some of it looks very similar.
Okay,
to,
and the
like,
reason
stuff I'm
why
doing,
you don't
but-
have to get mad, because that's just whack, all right? Just keeping it 100. That's whack. You ain't got to worry about this motherfucker. It just cracked me the
And that's
fuck
kind
up,
of yeah,
dog.
bro. That's kind of how I look at it. It's like, do I really got to worry about somebody doing something else?
No.
It's like. It's
This
like
nigga-
you
put it like
create
this.
the curve. Like I feel like with your comedy, bro. Right now, in Chicago, you're creating that curve, so everybody else got to catch up to you.
Thank
so
you.
it's like me, I just got to keep grinding.
That's what
and
I'm saying.
creating the curve. So.
He ain't doing shit for Adidas, dog. You know what I mean?
But nah,
But
man,
look.
it happens, bro. You know what I'm saying? It
Look,
happens.
you
man.
inspired somebody, dog. That's, you know what? Don't fuck this dude up, man.
Well, and
You
dude,
know what I
there's
mean?
no fucking contest
No, it's
too,
nothing,
with this
like,
look. I mean,
nothing.
come
It's-
on, bro. There's look.
Yeah, like you
Bam,
have a
bam.
purpose behind your artwork. This dude is just like,
This
oh,
is-
let me paint that plate. You know what I mean? Like,
Until he does something like this, I ain't fucking worried about it, bro.
Right?
Holy fuck shit.
but you know, hey, I'm gonna start this is gonna be a new segment. Let's start some shit.
For real. Put motherfuckers on the spot. Like, yo.
No, but you know why I did that, bro? I wanted to test your patience, dog. You're a cool motherfucker.
Nah, bro,
dog.
keep it cool. Like
You're
I said,
a real
bro.
cool, chill dude, man.
Pressure,
you do
bro.
yoga? You do yoga, don't you,
Nah,
motherfucker? Because I would have been like, all right, who's this motherfucker?
Nah, bro.
Look him up on Facebook.
It's like I feel like I've been through worse. This ain't.
Yeah,
like,
this ain't shit.
Like,
But like I said, dude, he's got 600 followers. The work is whack. You're legit, man. That's all you got to worry about. All right, turn that page, man, because Tubbs, I can see him fuming right now, man. All right, before we wrap it up, do you want to plug anything up, Tubbs? You got anything big coming up? You got clothing line coming out too, don't you? You got hoodies and all that?
Yeah, we're working on some hoodies, man. Like, I don't really put out too much apparel, but I got a lot of people asking me. They're like, yo.
Hey, that smiley face is legit, bro.
So I was like, man, what can I do? Just something like to have fun with it. Nothing too serious. You know what I mean? So I was like, man, let me do a little calligraphy smiley face.
That's dope.
Know?
Like, I would rock that on a
and
sweater.
It's like,
you know?
I think this is like the first prototype. I think I changed up the lettering. So basically it's like Chicago Smile More. And it's got the little teardrops that ties in with the hood shit.
All right.
So it's like, it's kind of like
Can
smiling.
you put one on the right? No, I'm fucking with you.
I know where he lives, man.
Put one on each one, bro. You got no fucking.
You know what? I might have to switch it up, bro, so people don't think I'm biased to
Hell yeah.
the side, bro.
You know somebody's gonna hit you. Hey, dog, why them teardrops on the left, bro?
Yeah, I can already hear it. But yeah, bro. So it's kind of like it's the Chicago shit right there. Like, smile more Chicago. Like, we go through some messed up shit, especially everything that's going on right now. It's like, man, we still smile through it. We laugh. We got people that make us laugh to push us through all the bullshit. And that's kind of what the art is, man. Just appreciating a little piece of art that we can rock and look fresh with.
That's dope, man. So what's your Instagram? You got a website?
My Instagram is at Tubzilla. So it's TUBSZ_ILLA. So yeah, man, if anyone wants to reach out to me, that's probably like the best way, bro. I got Twitter and a Facebook, but I don't really jump on there too much. The Facebook is more like family.
No lie, dude. Facebook is that's where I start my shit.
I remember.
Oh, Facebook is dope. I hate that people are like, I'm taking a break from Facebook. Nah, go on there, start some shit, yo. Facebook drama is entertaining. I don't give a fuck what anybody says. I've spent a good half hour reading through comment sections like, oh, damn. I've even went through comment sections where I decided not to fuck with a certain person.
Damn.
Because of the shit they say. Like comedians, you like, damn, are you talking all that shit? All right.
But Facebook, I feel like, is a good place.
Don't
for
ask me to be on the
content.
show, then, motherfucker. You know,
Yeah.
like it helps, bro. You get to fucking see people's real side on Facebook,
Straight
bro.
up. I have some.
Especially this year.
Yeah.
With the Trump.
hell
Oh
yeah.
my God, dude.
Yeah.
I mean, there's family members. I'm like, I ain't talking to that motherfucker no more.
Yeah,
Crazy.
it's wild, bro.
It's wild, man.
It's
For
wild.
real, bro.
2020 was crazy, man.
And look, before we wrap it up, man, you didn't even know this, but you were doing a lot of painting in June, right after the George Floyd murder, and you did a lot of painting. You were doing a lot of community stuff. And James hit me up. James was out there with the Hood Nerds. He was out there with Dwayne
Murphy Jr.,
You know, they took their cameras out there. He hit me up like, "What's going on?" And at that same moment, you were like, "Yo, we're doing a painting."
I think I hit you
for
up, right?
Memorial. Yeah, and you hit me up if I wanted to come through, but you know, I'm handicapped and shit. So I sent James over there. And what's funny is that when you came into the studio today, you didn't even know it was this motherfucker.
I was all gas masked up and shit.
I thought it was one of the other homies.
Yeah,
I'm sorry, bro.
No way, bro. It's all good.
So that basically proves how we all came together during that time, bro. Chicago came together, man.
It
'Cause
did, bro.
It was tense as fuck, dude.
Yeah,
It was
can I talk a little bit about that?
Yeah,
one?
talk
I
about
know
that
we're
shit.
on
That's
a
why I brought
time
it up.
limit. So it's like he came through. We just basically talked about the idea. It was like black and brown unity because there's such a divide within the nation. So it means like, man, I can't really be out there protesting it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like to certain things, but I was like, how can I protest? Let me hit up my homies. Let's show that the black and brown communities are united. And
We are, bro,
yeah.
because motherfuckers were trying to start like a
Exactly.
race war.
So it
Fuck
was like-
gangs. They were
it-
starting a race war.
yeah,
dog.
bro. So I had my family in Texas were hitting me up like, oh, are you okay?
Bro, people in LA they thought this city was burning down,
Bro,
dude.
they seen it. They're like, yo, you was okay? Like, you gotta watch out for the negros over there. Like, nah, bro, ain't even like that. Like,
It's not, bro.
I'm like, it's not like that. And it was just bothering me, man. So I hit up my homies, my black friends, my artists from Chicago. I was like, yo, let's do something. Let's come together and let's show unity, man. So we just pulled the wall together within a few days. We slapped it up there. The pieces came out amazing. It was about like 10 artists that
and this is all
collaborated on that.
right north of 16th Street, right? Like
Yeah,
under that whole viaduct.
Just actually, no. This one was.
You were a little further north, no?
Just past Lake on Damon.
Oh, okay, yeah. It was a further north.
So little past the United Center, past the train tracks right there. That first viaduct. So we did it, and then, man, bro, I got a call like 6 a.m. I was sleeping. My phone just blowing up.
I saw that shit,
like,
bro.
They're like, they erased the wall. I was like, what you mean? They were like, what you mean? Someone erased the wall.
So for the
like,
people that don't know, this dude and a bunch of artists spent all fucking day painting some dope shit on that wall. And overnight, somebody came over and just fucking desecrated the whole goddamn
they
art
whitewashed
piece.
it, man.
They took a white paint and smeared the shit out of his artwork.
Yeah.
And nobody still knows who did it, right?
No, we got a couple ideas. Like, it could be haters. It could be, some people are saying it was CPD. Some people were saying it's from people from the neighborhood. I mean, either way, man, like, whoever did it was going off of hate, bro.
They were, bro, because the purpose of this shit was to bring people together. That was the whole purpose of the fucking artwork.
Yeah, man, look at the images, bro. Like you got images of black people, images of brown people together, like holding hands. Like, you obviously do not want to see that in your neighborhood or in the city.
Or in the city, bro. Fuck the neighborhood. They don't want to see it in the city, dog.
So they're making.
And
a
then
statement,
you
bro.
got like a Breonna. You even had a memorial for her.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was kind of like. And then to use white paint, you motherfuckers, you ain't slick. I know you're white, James, but you don't fall in that category,
So
bro.
yeah, there you
Either
go.
do you.
That's the after. they whited it out like the next
Damn,
one.
that's fucked
So
up.
in that time, like, we were on that lockdown, that curfew. It was a 10 o'clock curfew.
That was that first
So
one.
we left the wall like about 6, 7 o'clock. So whoever showed up to that wall
Was able to be out there.
in the middle of the, you think some black dude or some
Bro.
Mexican's gonna be out there in the middle of the night in a curfew and get away with it?
And
Hell
committing
no.
a crime? Like,
Nah,
hell no.
bro.
You already got the extra eyes on you and shit,
Nah,
man.
bro. So I don't know, man.
Yeah, it had to be somebody legit, man.
So
But-
either way, man, whatever is done is done. But it was a blessing in disguise because when people seen it, man, we got so much support from the city.
Oh,
from
people were
all
pissed,
over.
dog. I mean, I remember the first, when I woke up and somebody posted it on Facebook. Because, you know, I do it every morning. Wake up and post shit. And that was one of the first things I saw. Somebody's like, damn, they fucked up the mural that they did yesterday. And, like, people, I mean, that shit had angry faces within an hour.
Yeah.
And people were fucking pissed.
was-
And then
yeah.
sharing it. Damn, this is fucked up. And
Yeah.
So,
we
yeah,
had,
I mean-
we had a lot of people hit us up, and after
people
that,
don't understand how big the movement is, man.
They don't,
That's what
man.
motherfuckers snooze on. Look, seriously, man. All aside from politics or wherever the fuck, if you're a racist white person, we're not going nowhere, man. Latinos, black people, we're gonna be here. We're gonna be creating art. We're gonna be doing comedy. We're gonna be producing shit. There's gonna be TV shows, books. Fucking get used to it. That's
Yeah,
it.
just
And
work
if you don't
together
fucking
on
like
some
it,
shit, man.
you leave to another country, dog. We gonna be here. We ain't fucking going nowhere, man.
for real.
And then what really pisses me off is that being a Mexicano, like straight up fucking Mexicano, first generation. I speak fucking Spanish. Both of my parents are from Urina, Guanajuato. They migrated here and all that shit. I always look at it like this, man. Like, you know how many of us are not legal? Don't let those motherfuckers come out the woodwork, bro.
Yeah.
You're only counting 4 million of us. But there's another 5 million that are pissed the fuck off and keep pissing them off, man. There's going to be a real revolution, man.
Yeah, man. It's I hope-
Mexicans don't do any kind of big fucking thing because some of them are still under the radar.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. I mean, I would never hope to see like, yo, it's a whole nother.
I would hate to see it, but
at the
if,
same time,
if people are gonna be talking that build the wall, get the fuck out of here, shit.
yeah, people will step up. People will
Something's gonna
stand
pop
up.
up, bro.
I think that's for every community, bro. Like
I'm just talking about Mexicanos because a lot of us are undocumented.
Yeah.
and they don't come out.
Well,
But
even-
if they ever had the balls to be like, let's do something.
even like when you see these protests, bro, like with these whoever these Trump supporters or their what is it, that one crew,
The Proud Boys.
Proud Boys, when you see these dudes out there all geared up, you know, like muscle heads, and then but
We don't even do that.
no, they're out there fighting like hipsters, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I look at it,
You need bulletproof vests and a motherfucking
bro.
grenade.
Like for real, I'm like these dudes are, you know, like
and then they all
30
stand there like this.
Yeah, bro, they're these big dudes, middle-aged white guys like out there fighting some like 19, 20,
And then-
20-year-old hipsters. I'm like, okay, bro, you tough right there. But if you get the real motherfuckers from the hood, the black dudes come out from the hood, and the real Mexicanos from the hood
Take
to
that
come
hoodie
out,
and take that gear, or even with the gear on, they gonna
would-
fuck you up.
it would not look like
And
that.
then on top of that, bro,
It would not look
have
like
you
that.
have you seen the house? I mean, shit, 80% of them are some out of shape motherfuckers, dog. Like wearing some raggedy ass like Walmart jeans and shit with some fucking Payless shoes. You can't even run in them shoes, bro.
Nah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a fucking flannel shirt, from fucking Zemskis and shit. Come on, man.
Shout out Zamskis.
Hey, I used to buy all my Carhartt shit there, dog.
All my school uniforms, Dickies. And
Hell yeah. I bought all my shit at Zemskis and Dickies.
Archer,
All right, man, we're going to wrap this episode up. Tubbs, thank you so much for being a guest, man. This was a dope episode.
Thank you,
really
man.
appreciate that, man. Keep representing the hood. Hey, make sure you guys follow Tubbs, TUBSZ _Illa on Instagram. Give him a follow. Shit, if you got money, hit him up and get that artwork done, man. This shit is legit.
Yeah, invest in art. Invest in art.
All right, and also don't forget, check out PassTheMilesauce.com. Buy some fucking clothes, donate, help out the youth in Chicago because we need help. CPS is all fucked up. These kids are dumb. Let's help them out, all right? All right, that was our episode. Thank you so much, and make sure you follow me on Instagram too, Joey V Comedy. Follow me on YouTube, Facebook, all that other shit. Thank you so much. Shout out to People of Comedy Network. Thanks, guys. That was the episode.
Peace.
Peace.